Oh, I actually started the video without my hat. We don't do that here. No, no, no. Welcome back to the channel. Hope you're doing well. Whew. Almost lost the cap on that one. No, absolutely not. Welcome back to the channel. Hope you're feeling well. Hope you're doing well. Let's listen to some more of The Police. We're going to move on to the next track in their album Synchronicity with Tea in the Sahara, which, first of all, kind of doesn't sound like a great idea because I just think of hot tea and in the Sahara, where it's already hot, like doesn't sound like a great idea. But in this room, which is not very well like air conditioned, like it's fine. That's why I have the fan on. You guys have probably heard that on for years. I'm drinking a hot cup of coffee. It's 7 o'clock at night. Don't need to be doing this. So in a way, thematically, it just fits. So while I'm sipping coffee here in my room, let's go ahead and share a cuppa in the Sahara with the boys. Let's go ahead and get it started. Tea in the Sahara, The Police.
Have one wish before we die, and it may sound strange, as if our minds are deranged. Please don't ask us why. Beneath the sheltering sky, we have this strange obsession. You have the means in your possession. Tea in the Sahara with you. With you, the young man agreed he would satisfy their need. So they danced for his pleasure with a joy you could not measure. They'd wait for him here, the same place every year, beneath the sheltering sky. Across the desert he would fly. Tea in the Sahara with you. 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 Turn to black, would he ever come back? They would climb a high dune, they would pray to the moon, but he'd never return. So the sisters would burn as their eyes searched the land, with their cups still full of sand. Tea in the Sahara with you. 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 Love that.
I gotta let it fade for the last 10 seconds. You never know what happens in the last 10 seconds. You gotta let it go. Give it a second. 5 more seconds. It's almost there. I don't want to miss anything. Okay. Tea in the Sahara takes us to the Sahara, takes us to a desert with its very, very empty ambience. This is just empty, dry, a little hot. I like how simple the song is presented with just dry wafts of melody sparkling and shimmering every once in a while from Summers on the guitar. I like how Summers, during the verse, he's kind of, actually throughout the whole song, he's playing kind of just like these light echoing chords that just kind of reverberate in the sands. But during the chorus, of course, when Sting is also singing out just a little bit more, those chords become less dry and more pleasing, more satisfying. They become just a little bit brighter and a little bit more colorful. And I'm not 100% sure of what we're talking about here, but when Sting is singing of, you know, having tea in the Sahara with you, crossing these deserts to have just one moment with you, as small as that may be, even if that's just for tea time. So with that kind of resolution from Sting, the way that he sings that, I just like how those chords brighten up the music at that particular point. It's like an oasis, the chorus, in the desert of the verse and the atmosphere of the song. Not Sting. Copeland, Stewart, his drumming is very straightforward here. It's really just like this caravan moving across the desert, just very evenly paced, alongside with Sting's bass. It's really the presence and the atmosphere from Summers and Sting, his vocal delivery, that are the standouts here. Just that hope in a hopeless situation, the romance in perhaps a cold situation, or in this case, a very hot and dry situation. In the chorus, when Sting gets into the, like, hits that higher note, it fills these empty spaces so beautifully. And to me, Sting kind of sounds like, it's not the voice, but sings in a similar way to Phil Collins to me, where it's these instantly recognizable and distinct voices, and they both use their voices and the strength of their voices so well in hitting certain emotional points, whether that is with power or with delicate nature. It's their approach to singing that, for both of them, I find really, really beautiful and so pleasing to hear. But bringing it back to Sting, I just like his delivery of everything. He has a very good personal touch when it comes to his music, and I think it's really cool to hear him in this kind of ambience where it's mostly his voice that's driving everything, alongside some atmospherics. I like that. You know, this is a nice track before we get into the last track, Murder by Numbers, which I don't know, but I'm assuming it's going to step it up from this atmosphere. Let's go ahead and read these lyrics here on this one. My sisters and I have one wish before we die, and it may sound strange, as if our minds are deranged. Please don't ask why. Beneath the sheltering sky, we have this strange obsession. We have the means in your possession. Tea in the Sahara with you, tea in the Sahara with you. So, once again, I'm kind of thinking tea, like, why would you drink something hot in the desert? But it seems like he's willing to do anything and go through any pains and any measures just to spend one moment with this person, this particular group of people. I think it's interesting that he's not necessarily talking about just himself, but the first line says, my sisters and I. It's interesting. The young man agreed he would satisfy their need, so they danced for his pleasure with a joy you could not measure. They wait for him here, the same place every year beneath the sheltering sky. Across the desert he would fly. The sky turned to black. Would he ever come back? They would climb a high dune. They would pray to the moon. But he'd never return, so the sisters would burn as their eyes searched the land with their cups still full of sand. Is this about rain? Or the sun? Is this a metaphor for something? Who was supposed to be coming back? This man that agreed. And he would watch them dance. I feel like this is talking about nature in some way. Let's see if there's... Let me do some research on this one. See if there's a different meaning. Because I don't think it's literal at all. I think there's perhaps a nature relevance to this. The lyrics, I'm reading off of Wikipedia, the lyrics of Tea in the Sahara were inspired by Paul Bowles' book, The Sheltering Sky. The first section of that book is called Tea in the Sahara. In it, the character Port is told a story in which three sisters wait for a prince to join them for tea in the Sahara Desert, but the prince never returns. Okay, so I guess it is literal. I thought it was completely something different. Like, maybe we're waiting for the rain to return to, of course, blossom the desert. I don't know. I guess I'm completely wrong. Like, completely wrong. Guitarist Andy Summers, he used a special technique in recording his guitar part involving turning the guitar up to near feedback levels and wobbling it. So I guess that's what kind of gives it that interesting echo effect and atmosphere here in the song. Despite Sting's affection for the song, he has since claimed that the track was too fast. That's interesting, as it's a pretty slow song, but he still felt it was a little too fast. He says, "I've always loved this song, there's so much space in it, but I think we played it too fast on the album and live." That's interesting. When I think about the pace of this one, I thought it was perfectly placed, but I could understand his criticism of it because there's so much atmosphere and space in there. I could feel how he would want to. Okay, that's a weird sound. I could understand why he would like to let those spaces and those sounds kind of ring out a little more. I don't know why we're getting a buzzing now. That didn't happen before. So random. Anyways, let me know what you guys thought of the track. Is it still there? No. Let me know what you guys thought of the track. You can let me know in the comments down below. I hope that you enjoyed the music. Thank you as always for being here. Whether you're having your tea in the Sahara, you're having your tea in the city, you're having your coffee by the port, you're having, I don't know, whatever drink of your choice, at whatever place of your choice, whatever you are having and wherever you are. Thank you for being here. Thank you for watching. One last sip. I drink my coffee pretty much like black now, with just a little bit of sugar, no cream. It's just black. Hey, thank you for being here. I'll see you later. Bye.